Hi, I'm Jeff Weiss from Caltrans Public Information, and I'm here to talk to you about the State Route 37 website. This is a comprehensive website that includes many projects that are going to be built on State Route 37. So let's take a look at the website. And we'll go to the landing page. And here we have a view of State Route 37. And one of the first things you notice is there's a lot of water around the highway. And even on the logo, you have what is seen as parting seas. Well, these are very appropriate scenes and diagrams because State Route 37 has flooded a number of times over the years, and the flooding just seems to be getting worse. And to that end, Caltrans has designed a number of projects to deal in both the short term and the long term about the flooding of State Route 37. And what am I talking about? We can see the water here, but it's not flooding the road. Let's take a trip to the visual gallery. And here we have a picture of the flooded road and water everywhere. This is actually a couple of days after the flooding, perhaps a week. So let's go and take a look at another image. Go back to the image gallery, the visual library. And we can see the culprit right here. Here we have Novato Creek. Well, it doesn't look like a creek, does it? The creek was so swollen with rain that it flooded this large field and pushed on this levee so hard that it breached the levee and flooded this field. And in turn, the water from that field washed up on Highway 37. And this is several days after the water had washed onto the roadway. A lot of it had been pumped out. The road was closed for 3 days and then closed at nights after that to repair the road and repair the levee. So in the visual gallery, there will also be other pictures. We're not just going to show you the flooding. There'll be pictures of construction as the project proceeds. Now, let's look at some of the projects on State Route 37. And here we have the big ones. Project, well, they'll be renamed later, but here's Project A, B, and C. And these are projects that will entail widening and elevating the highway, getting the highway above the sea level rise, whatever that may be, and we'll get to that later, and to widen the road, because in these areas, it's 2 lanes in each direction, but it squeezes down to 1 lane in direction, which over here in Project C, and that has been a problem for many years. So we talked about sea level rise. Let's take a look at the sea level rise. We go to the visual library again. How bad will it be? Let's take a look. So this is what it looks like right now. Route 37, which travels along the San Pablo Bay. And if we were to get a foot of sea level rise, we can see the flooding. And here's Route 37 again. And the Route 37 will be underwater. Now, if we really take it up to 52 inches, we can see what a disaster that would be. And not just there, but throughout the lower San Francisco Bay. So the lower San Francisco Bay and the upper San Francisco Bay would be in grave trouble during a sea level rise of 52 inches. But even so, just 12 inches is going to cause some real concern in these areas. And you can go to this map on the website and look at your own home if you'd like to. Not only does it discuss sea level rise, let's take a look at bicycle access to Route 37. So it's extensive. We can see the different routes that connect and meet on Route 37. And if we want to go to alternative bicycle access, we can see it is even a greater web of bicycle trails and highways that allow bicycling. And you can see we can go to the Coastal Storm Modeling System by the USGS, or we could go to the USGS Hazard Exposure Reporting and Analytics. These are all good sites that will help us find out more information. A lot of information is being placed on this site, and that's good because you don't want to go searching all over the web for information. So each of these counties has its own page within our site. So we can find out their plans, their involvement in the project as well. Thank you for visiting and hearing about the State Route 37 project. I would welcome you to get on the site yourself and browse. There's a lot of information there, and I think it will be very helpful as the project progresses and people want to know more and find out what's in the future for this important route that travels along the North Bay of the San Francisco Bay. Thank you very much for listening. I appreciate it.